controller and your brain set up for your Clawbot. So the first thing you need to do is go to codeexp.vex.com. Once you get there, it'll look, well, it won't look quite like this, but the procedure is the same. You're going to go to File, New Text Project, and you're going to click C++, and it will look just like this. Now, there's a couple of things we need to do to set things up. The first is going to be to set up our drivetrain. So I'm going to click over here, this little button, I'm going to click on it, I'm going to click Add a Device, and I'm going to do Drivetrain to Motor. Alright, the left motor is going to be in port 1, so I'll pick 1. The right motor is going to be in port 2. It's going to ask you which wheel size you've got, and if you use the large size wheels, those are 3.25 inches, the gear ratio is 1 to 1, and for most people you're going to click the down arrow here, which just changes direction that your thing is set up for. This will make it drive forward. And click Done. Now we have two other motors that we need to get set up. The first one is going to be the arm motor, so I'm going to call it arm, and you don't need to do anything special to it. Click Done. And then the last one is going to be the claw motor. So I'll name it claw. Done. So now I've got the drivetrain, arm, and claw. Drivetrain, I've got left motor in port 1, right motor port 2, the arm is in port 3, and the claw motor is port 4. The last thing I'm going to add is the controller. And this is where you get to set up which buttons do what on the controller. The way I like to set it up is that I click on the joystick here, and this shows you how it makes your drivetrain move. And I like to do it so that it's set up with the left joystick doing the forward and reverse, and the right joystick doing the turning. Now you can also have it do tank mode, where you just control each side motors forward and reverse with the joystick. And you can also have it so that one joystick does all of it, forward, backward, and turning. But I like this one. I also like to set it up with the left trigger buttons controlling the arm, raising and lowering, and the right trigger buttons doing the claw. And if you just click them again, you can change it from arm to claw. See that? So I do arm on the left side, claw on the right side. And one of the buttons will open the claw, one will close, one of the buttons will raise the arm, one of them will lower it. If you want to switch them around, you just click this little arrow here for forward and reverse. Okay, so I'm done with that. Okay, now there's one more thing that we need to do, and that is when you move the claw and the arm, after you're done moving them, you want them to stay in that position. So we're going to set the motor stopping for those two things, and I'll show you how to do that. So over here we've got this motor set stopping command, and what that allows us to do is to set it so that when you're not controlling the motor, it holds its position, and we're going to use this hold position here. Okay, and you can read more on this on your own time if you'd like to, but all we do is type in arm set stopping and hold, and then claw set stopping hold. And notice that these names here, arm and claw, have to match the names that you've given them. So capital A, arm, capital C, claw. Once you're done with this, you can connect a brain, and you should have your Clawbot plugged in using the cord, and you would select connect, continue, you'd select the Vex Communications one, click on it, click connect, and it will connect your brain, and then this will turn into a download, and you can download the program onto your brain. Alright, so that's how to set up your Clawbot with the controller.